Everyone, good to have you. I, of course, am RealGrogg, but you probably know that if you've already joined in. Settle in, real ones. Now this. Hello, Miss Marin, of course. First in the chat. Great to see you as always. So, this is what I've also been waiting for, to be totally honest. So I totally agree with you, Miss Marin. We're gonna give it a minute, let everyone get settled in. Hopefully grab a nice comfy spot on the couch, something to drink. And we're gonna settle in for something pretty exciting today. Pretty exciting. We are doing a tour, of course, well thank you. We're gonna be taking a tour of my long-time end game build of two trees. Two trees. It is called that. We'll find out why, but very, very excited to go take a tour of it with you. So, how was everyone? How's your Saturday? Saturday. Monday. Monday. Alright. Well, I hope your Monday is going well. Good start to the week, and this is going to be a great way to round it all off. But of course, per usual, thank you for that. We're going to give a little heads up on the actual sound. Let's see if well, chilling background music. You know, this music for the main menu of Valheim is so damn loud all the time. But let's see if that helps. Does this help at all with my in-your-ear volume coming out of my mouth? I hope so. All right. There we are. Okay. Well, while we're chilling, let's go ahead and drop into the gameplay menu just to see if that helps auditorially, if that's anything that is helping all of us. But yeah, very excited about this. It has been a long time coming. That helps with the volume of your voice. Okay, cool. Elgato, gotta love the products. They're amazing. Really, really amazing. So far, Miss Marin, it's just you and I. So I think we're gonna give it just a minute or two, and we will let's see if anyone drops in here before we get going too intensely. Just so we have some more people I can show off to, ideally. But either way, even if it's just you and me, you and I couldn't be happier. So we might do that starting here pretty quick. But yeah, this base has been a long time project with my current character of Lynch. That is a character that seems to... There's a long story between Lynch and him and I go way back essentially, where every game I play, I create some version of Lynch, and so it's always kind of like that through every time, every dimension, every sort of thing. This entity exists, and this is kind of his kingdom. We started off in this world, and I think we're up to an ungodly 1,500 hours, I want to say, and that's scary when you think about it like that. Really kind of scary, but it's awesome. I love this game, and this build started, it was one of those things where I had established an outpost that organically grew into kind of my base of operations. But there was so much I didn't know at the beginning of all this. When you're playing Valheim, any survival game, anything like that, there's so many things you don't know, and putting down roots is tough because where do you do it? Where do you put down the roots? Where do you know, hope that you pick the right spot? Do you need water? Do you need power? You know, depending on the game and the genre. But there's a lot to take into consideration, and so I built my first place. I had stumbled upon it and really loved it. It became such a great place to explore from. But eventually I realized the needs that would persist through the remainder of the game. So one day, grabbed a bunch of stuff and I took up, because Miss Marin, you're so right, the world is so big. If we recall my first stream, or the sophomore stream, how hilariously we expanded out the map, and all of a sudden it was a massive world. It blew my mind. But so we moved from what we called Deerfield, which we could probably swing through today as well if we wanted to, once we wrap up this tour, which hopefully will take a little while. Hey! All right, the return of the original RealGrogg, Ken Grogg himself. Great to see you. Thank you so much. That is super cool. Hey, he says. And hey to you as well. So we were just giving a little bit of background on what juiced this build, why it's there instead of the old place being Deerfield, named because of the abundance of deer in the field. It all makes sense. But so we moved. I ran far in a certain direction, and I was looking for something in the land itself, something that would kind of fit the needs of what I was trying to find. And I found it, and this was way back in the game before they had any updates, before they had anything, no hearth and home, no caves. And if you were to terraform anything at the time, it would crush your FPS. Your frames per second would drop so dramatically just by terraforming or using a pickaxe and a hoe to level out the ground. It was crazy. And of course, not really knowing that at the time and having a lower end PC, it was a real struggle. Anyway, I made a giant platform, I smoothed out the land and destroyed my FPS. It was pretty hilarious. But we found what we were looking for, and I've spent the last, 13, 14 months building this castle, or this village, I should say. So I can't wait to show it off to all of you. It looks like we've got a few friends in the audience so far, so I think let's just get it going. Excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead and drop in. This, of course, as I pointed out, is Lynch. He is dressed in what I think is a very kind of kingly attire. It's a mishmash of some of the other outfits and this and that you can acquire. I'm gonna say this at the top. I mentioned it in the description of this video, but this is going to be very heavy on spoilers. I'm not gonna avoid something just because it might be spoilery. We're exploring it all. We're looking at every corner. We're going to look at every new piece that's been created over the last year from Iron Gate. And so just to give heads up, if there's anything you don't want to see, maybe just mute me and put me in the background, because I want to keep you here, but I also understand if nobody wants to have it spoiled. Let's drop in. Let's get it going. This is The Forest, which I've mentioned that game on this stream before, and it's great. And I thought I'd use the name as inspiration for my world. So I decided to set Lynch up at the sacrificial stones, which, if you ever join my world, this is where you will start. You'll drop in buck-ass naked, and from there, hey, DJ! There they are. Welcome back. Yee-haw, indeed. I was very much hoping you would stop in today because we are finally doing the tour as promised. And Edward at the same time. Hello, hello. That's so awesome. Wow. Got the whole crew here. That makes me so happy. Welcome to both. Thank you so much for stopping in. I just kind of been giving a little debrief on what we're going to be looking at, what we're going to be watching here. And so we just dropped in. This, of course, is Lynch, wearing a mishmash of armors that I really dig. And so what I decided to do was give us the rundown from the perspective of you, dropping on in, and a new Viking in the world. I was hoping the weather would be a bit nicer. So, for point of reference, how powerful is my computer? Asks DJ. Moderately. I think I'm running a 10 series. I think a 1050. I've got that information somewhere. To be honest, as I've been learning all this stuff over the year, I still have a tough time keeping all the little stats in my head. But I'll try to find that. But yeah, not terribly powerful, but when I upgraded from my old one to this one, I was so grateful and amazed that I was actually able to play in my kingdom, which is very large, with minimal frame rate drops. I will say Iron Gate did warn that with the Frost Cave release, that things might take a bit longer to load, and that has been noticeable for sure. But before I was essentially playing a stop motion video of my game. It wasn't nearly as fun. So looks like the weather's clearing, so that's great. So we've dropped in. Edward hauling down the full load of silver. It can be fun, but most of the time it's a pain in the butt. All right, we're drying off. Time to go. So if you were to drop in here, again, since y'all just stopped in, thank you again. This is going to be very spoilery. We're not skipping anything. We're going to be looking at everything. So if there's anything you don't want to see, just be aware that, well, you might see it, but I hope you're okay with that. So if you drop in, you're a new Viking in this world. Ideally, you would spot this little hut and this mysterious portal. And you say, what? I must venture through it. So we step through the portal. And it transports you to here. Small little hut. And there's the tour. So thanks for No, I'm just kidding. I put a poll on Reddit asking, what do you think if... that's funny you say that. I put a poll out. What would you expect if you were a... Nice. I'm going to cover these comments in 1 second. I asked everyone, what would you expect if you were to drop into someone's world as a guest? Not expecting to stay, not a permanent server, nothing like that. If you were just to stop in and be gifted equipment, what would you say? And I agreed, but this was the winner. This is troll armor, bow. We've got arrows, basic level flint spear, some knife, just some stuff to kind of get you through. So take what you need. Welcome, friends. And I sincerely mean that. But so in reference to Edward here, I defeated all the bosses, and I still don't have all the best gears. I think best is perspective. I'm not a min-maxer. I frankly think that this is I love this combo. I think it just looks really good. It also has high enough stats where I'm not worried about the a couple points in my armor class not being there. I mean, look at my health. I'm at 160. I've got, I'm balanced on food and stamina and protein. But so yeah, I like to just wear what I think looks pretty cool and trust my skills. And DJ, I love that you have a similar setup. I had a different idea for how I was gonna enter this place, but I thought, no, it kind of ruins everything. So we take the winding road. That is a great question from Miss Marin, asking if DJ, if you have a video or anything of Scarabre, because it's gorgeous, and I would also love to see that video. If you have it, we'll definitely push it on the channel here. So, as we approach, you will see a few friends. Just a few friends. Not all of them are named, but 2 trees is named. So welcome, friends. This here is the south gate, but essentially the main gate. Yeah, right? Look at them. Oh, that would be cool. DJ, that would be super fun to drop it. This is my main world. 5-star general, welcome back, sir. Great to have you. This is my main world. This is the big build. This is the main one that I've put a lot of hours into, and an ungodly amount of stone. I'm very proud. I carved out this moat and this beautiful walkway. But 5-star, that's awesome. Thanks for coming in. That's so great to see you. We got the whole gang today. So, the main gate, we enter. There's a lot of wolves around here, by the way. And we enter the main courtyard. Guard Tower 1. The greenhouse. I'll be sure, I want to try to make sure y'all can get a good view. If I'm moving the camera or anything too quickly, definitely let me know, and we will adjust that. So just a beautiful little walk around the old courtyard here. This was, I was so happy to find this. I explored everywhere. I chopped down more oak trees than I possibly could have wanted. The oak tree indeed, Miss Marin. I traveled around, I cut down so many of them, and it broke my heart. I hated doing it. And on my way, I was working around a huge island, cutting down every tree I could find, oak tree I could find. And the last one before I jumped on the ship finally dropped in an acorn. And on the most important journey I could have been on, I came home and planted it, and here it is. Beautiful, beautiful oak tree. Nice. But so, if we continue to the side alley here, this is where we process all of our barley. We've got a fresh batch of flour ready to be picked up. And of course, what good is barley if you don't make stuff with it? So welcome to my bakery. Welcome, welcome. I love this place. Let's go ahead and... We're not even cooking anything, but just for fun. Let's just light up the ovens, huh? Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Probably one of my favorite additions was the oven. I think that was super cool. Super, super cool. Thank you, Miss Marin. I appreciate that. I think this was a fun little project. Basically, come in and make what you need. Cute little bakery there. Glass windowed. And a couple of windmills. Not my favorite spot for them, but it's good. It works. Well, I'm blathering too much, and it's dark out. So, actually, no. That's okay. That's okay. So we've got the bakery over in the corner. Watchtower B over there. Watchtower 2, whatever you want to call it. Here, of course, is our lovely garden. Oh, okay, Edward. Well, I understand, but we'll see you soon. Hopefully, we'll still be running around here. But yeah, either way, we'll be here. Super quick. We're just gonna sleep and come back and take a better look at this place, because I just don't want to have you running around in the dark. And I really thought I'd have a bit more time, but it seems like daytime goes so quickly here when you don't want it to. Every time. So, we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Run back outside. Alright, where were we? So we just left the bakery. Beautiful look at our little garden. Even if you don't need carrots, it's just too pretty not to grow. And of course the new onions, well, kind of new, with the Hearth and Home update. Now, we saw the first moat out front. Here, of course, is the beginning of the second, creating a little island for my obliterating. But wait, is there a brewery? We might have to stick around and find out. Oh, sure, the headlamp, absolutely. And I hate to ask, but if anybody could please hit that like button. It helps getting this stream out to more eyes. So if it's not too much of a bother, please hit that like button. Please hit the like button. And hopefully we'll get some more eyes on this as well, because I'm excited to be here. I love being here. We got to look at the garden. And now, even though we slept there, we'll take a little formal trip into what I call the greenhouse. This is, of course, where I can't wait to have guests come in and actually have a nice, comfy place to lay their heads. Oh, wow! Thank you for the likes. That's awesome. That's super cool. So, this is the foyer of the kind of the meeting house of the greenhouse. You have a fully upgraded board ready to be worked. You have your workbench ready to be worked. A hammer with which to build mighty walls. And some high level, low level, and mid-tier stuff. And of course, if you want to do some fishing, there's a fishing pole. Fully upgraded. Storage for guests. And when you go upstairs, here, of course, are the lovely suites. Somewhat matching, but they all have their own little feel. Right now, unclaimed, waiting for you. Now each one kind of themed on each territory. Mountain, meadow, plains, and the swamp. Terrifying. Oof. So that's the greenhouse, the guest house, if you like. I cannot wait to have my fellow Vikings here with us. It's gonna be great. The greenhouse. I used to have a Christmas tree in there, but I had to take it down. I couldn't do it this far into the year. So when we leave, I want to show you the newest addition to True Dreams. This is my my nectararium. A crystal windowed view into the lives of these giant, disgusting lizards. I like them. So we've got the garden, we've got the bakery, we've got the little shed. Thank you, Miss Marin. I think it's pretty cute too. Look at these little guys. I'm hoping, and I'm going to put some energy into finding 1 2-star necks, because these are just base level, and they're nice, but, you know, we get better than that. We'll come back for our last bit of the area. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll come back. Now, when I first... Because actually, I'm going to show you something first. When I... Noise, how do they not despawn? That's a good question. I've seen a lot of people... Looks like a fish tank. I've seen a lot of people asking about despawning with enemies, and DJ, that's a great question. I've never had an issue with it, but, you know, we'll see how that goes now. So I don't know. I hope they don't disappear. They might. These do remain hostile, but maybe I'll get lucky. For now, let's enjoy the terrarium. How cool. So if we head back towards Watchtower A, or 1, whatever you want to call it, I want to just point out, so before I built this massive stone wall and tower, I had I had a massive dirt wall that I raised just to keep the enemies out, keep the trolls at bay. Of course, looking out of the front gate. And, you know, it looked pretty trashy, pretty bad. It's just hard to make piles of dirt look good. And that other watchtower, we'll get to it. But I decided to bring the wall down, to build something better, to build it stronger and much prettier. And the wall used to run essentially right in front of the greenhouse and across the courtyard. But this, the last remains of the Great Wall, the last bit, all that stands, and it used to kind of cut all the way across, basically to the garden shed. Line the dirt with stone. If you're talking about this little spot right here, I intentionally left it like this as an homage to what was here before. But we venture back out. This is the east gate. Same sort of setup as the south. We'll see more of that later. I have 2 different styles of circular roof, but I like this guardhouse. This was my first. A great view all the way around. DJ, that's a great touch, or a great point, yeah. If you ever want a dirt wall to look nice, make it not look like dirt. Well said. Well said. I totally agree. But I wanted that one to look like dirt. But so we head back out. I just wanted to show that little piece of history. My cart shed, garage. But I don't know where my cart is right now. So we head back through. So the Great Wall used to block about half this courtyard. I then carved the moat. 5-star general asking when I'm going to fill the boat with lava. As soon as possible. Absolutely as soon as possible. We have our nice little secondary defense bridge. Now this bonfire has been burning since essentially the very beginning of Two Trees being built. Oh, there's the FPS drop from the world save. That thing's been burning forever. This was this palisade was one of the first things I also built here. But now it leads us to our pig pen. My wonderful little pigs. Hey, Edward, welcome back. Welcome back. We are just exploring the pig pen. Now, heartbreakingly, there is a new event that did kill some of my pigs recently, but we have recouped the losses. Can't say the word. And here they are. So I decide, so many cuties, right? So I threw up some iron grates on the windows to prevent future attacks, and it's worked so far. Edward, actually, I wanted to talk to you about this Minecraft thing. I saw your message on a previous video. My apologies, I didn't get back to you. I've dabbled in Minecraft, but this is kind of the version of those games I prefer. Minecraft never really hit me. I've tried it a few times, and I just don't get with it as much as this. I really like the graphics of this a lot more, and just the general play style. But that's true. And yeah, Miss Marin put in some time on that. But so we are now entering the second half of Two Trees. This, of course, would be Watchtower 3, I guess, technically. Just some weaponry for the guards. A nice, simple tower. Nice, simple tower. With a bit of comfort up top. What's your first experience? I'm guessing you're talking to Miss Marin with that, asking about solo or multiplayer. That's awesome. DJ saying that they built their actual house in Minecraft. That's a great way to plan for the future, I think. I'd be lying if I said I didn't craft some outfits in GTA 5 just to see if it would work in real life. So the guard tower C, we'll call it, overlooking the front courtyard. Always a fun place to come and just kind of hang out, take a load off. We head back down and we see one of my favorite places. It's the simplest thing, but for some reason I feel like Edward, that's a good question. I played both with myself and a friend, and I don't know. I just everything being blocks. I just can't do it. I don't know. I like the textures and the look of this a lot more, but and I tried it with a friend and it was fine. I don't know. It's just not for me. I'm so grateful for what Notch did for the industry and for what Minecraft has done and what it spawned, but for me, this is kind of my jam. But this is the guards are spiked. Nice place to unwind and relax between shifts. Love it. Now, this staircase, though simple in design, was such a pain to put together. Oh man, it was crazy. But I'm so happy with it now. Fueling. Now these are my first two wolves ever, of course, Alpha and Omega. Yeah, DJ, I agree. Having the multiple angles to work with is so crucial, and I've seen people do such amazing things with them. Um, and I think I've got a good combo of both, but we'll see. Um, so we've experienced the first bit of the courtyard, the guardhouses, all that fun stuff. But now we enter the main courtyard. The Kingdom of Two Trees is called so because we will always keep safe the King and Queen Wolf, absolutely. The birch and the oak always will keep them safe. Little outdoor leisure, if you like. And the red wolf. Now, if Ken Grogg is still in the audience here, this might satisfy your brewery needs. Welcome to the Red Wolf. This is my tavern, the Hot Tub Amazing. Thank you, Miss Mary. I agree. I think it's pretty slick, pretty cool. But this is the Red Wolf. My massive table filled with goodies, deliciousness, and for Ken Grogg here, we've got a couple fermenters, which is where I will brew up plenty of meads, most of which are already ready to be consumed. There are some new pieces that you may not have seen so far with the cave update. The red jute carpeting being the one of them, and I think it fits pretty well in here. I like it. Thank you so much, Miss Marin. So kind. I appreciate that. I put a lot of work into this place, and sure, there's bigger, grander versions by people out there in the world, but this one's mine, and I'm proud of it. I like my little trophy case. One of the rarest trophies, in my opinion, that I've found. Ridiculous. But the Red Wolf. We'll stop back in a moment. Love that place. Over here would be my... Hey, there he is. Mr. Grogg, did you happen to see my brewery? Or my tavern with brewable areas. So there is a high-level metal, black metal, which can't be melted and smelted in a normal smelter. So you need a blast furnace to provide crazy heat. Nice, thank you, Mr. Grogg. Yeah, I like the Red Wolf quite a bit. But the blast furnace needs a bit more heat to cook up that black metal. It's pretty dang big, so I gotta leave it outside. So now we come to the main keep itself. I do want to point out, though, as I'm looking at it, so this whole courtyard, we're up about 15 feet, and I appreciate that, Ken Grogg. We're always here for you, and we're happy to have you here for us. Oh, yeah. We'll save. Let's see. I would probably see. I see this being Ken Grogg's spot. I feel like that would fit the best. That's hilarious. But this whole area, this is what dropped my frame rate so heavily at the beginning of playing this game, because this entire rectangular base that this whole area is built on was terraformed pre-updates, and it just crushed my PC. So, main foyer, nothing crazy here. We enter the throne room. Good spot for cooking some large meats. Edward, I'm sorry to bore you. I understand. But hey, maybe inspiration. Um, but either way, my apologies. I did not mean to bore you. So I understand if this isn't doing it for you. But I really wanted to show this place off, and I think in the future, of course, we'll get back to Achilles exploring and building and all that stuff. But if this isn't catching you, I understand. But simple throne room. I don't need much. Cheers. So I don't need to have something big and elaborate for myself. It's just me here, you know. So it's just a nice little throne room. These are the new braziers that have been added with the skull. Indeed, these are the new braziers. Oh, okay. Well, Edward, thanks for stopping in either way. Definitely be back, and looking forward to seeing you again, buddy. Take care. And thank you, DJ, and that's very kind of you. I'm glad you're not bored. Because I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now. I've been waiting 13, 14 months to show this off. Little throne room. So nothing too elaborate, nothing too crazy. But let's go ahead and check out the workshop. I love this place. Got my tool rack for whenever friends come in, they'll have tools aplenty. And of course, much like the guest house, this is fully upgraded workbenches and forges. You can build whatever you like. But probably one of my claims to fame, favorite things about this place is my carpet. I haven't seen a lot of people do this technique, and I do it throughout the entire castle, essentially. And I think it just adds such a nice, cushy, warm feeling. Is this beautiful carpet of lox, deer, and wolf. My forge corner may look familiar if you've seen, well, this. Might have noticed that. That is this very same corner. My storage here. Now, I've fought the desire to gotta have some shields and such. I fought the desire to build a massive storehouse elsewhere. I tried to keep it pretty minimalistic overall and not lose my mind on a giant barn full of storage. But you need it sometimes, I'll tell you. So we've seen the workshop, checked out the throne room. As we make our way upstairs, we're going to check out the kitchen and pantry, which, to toot my own horn, I love this corner. I think this is so appetizing. Cases full of goodies, mushrooms, and fruits. You know, I will say I'm pretty proud of myself on the braziers. Actually, in here, I don't know how these things don't stay smoky, but I think these windows actually really do help. They've never choked out the place, and it's not even, look, it's the whole area, not a lot of smoke, so pretty crazy. But I think I've got just enough room for it to kind of disperse out. Same thing up here, a slightly raised roof. Really, when I put in these braziers on the ground, I was getting more smoke from those than anything. So I've been trying to figure out a way to kind of push it the other direction. Thank you, Miss Marion. The attention to detail, 10 out of 10, she says, and that is very flattering because I have spent a long time doing beautification projects and little details to make sure it all feels good. But we swing back through the kitchen. I'm going to take one more look at this because I think it looks delicious. All this stuff here, meats, and of course our main cooking area, which how cool is that? Delicious. This is probably my favorite little detail that you would never know if I didn't tell you. So this smoke here goes up, and I've actually got this chimney comes together kind of like this through the entire castle, and I've got I think 6 or 7 parts that all smoke into this one chimney on each floor. But the best part is I actually made a hood system. So this carries the smoke outside and pumps it out a little square right there. Would never tell. Super clean. Also, what I love about this place is it's pretty much the middle of the night right now. And it's still very bright. Very nice. This, of course, is my pantry, storage room, everything you need. Everything you need. Nice! That's awesome, DJ. Dude, I cannot wait to come into your world. I loved your idea of stopping in and doing a stream there and showing up what you do, because that could be so cool, and you've got a lot of talent, and I cannot wait to see it firsthand. Odds are it's going to put mine to shame, but I'll cross that bridge in a bit. Of course, my storage, all that fun stuff, I take a lot of pride in keeping everything maxed out. It just makes me feel really happy across the board. But, you know, we don't need to go through all the chests. It's just something I really like. See? Look at all my wood. But yeah, little storage room. Little storage room. Nothing crazy. Little details of the kitchen. So we've experienced the first floor. We've made our way through the village. We now go to the upstairs, and one of my favorite rooms, the newest addition. Welcome to the armory. Hell yeah. Scott Abre, almost done, says DJ, and I'm very excited to see it. And hopefully, in the meantime, you will enjoy my room, this room here. I love it in here. We have every armor set. We have corresponding weaponry. Everything laid out, all kinds of pretty. Swords, clubs, axes, knives. Every bit of armor. So to go back to what Edward was saying, I do have every piece of armor, 2 or 3 fold. And of course, can't forget your spears, shields. All that stuff. And now, to go back to what you were saying, thank you, the stands for each armor. Thank you so much. I think it looks pretty cool. For a long time, I didn't know what this room was going to be. It actually had pillars every couple of spaces holding up the whole thing. But I realized how wrong I was about the foundational strength that these things provide, that they provided. I was way off, and so a few months ago, I actually kind of rebuilt the whole core of the castle with iron beams and really stabilized it, locked everything in, and came out really, really nice. But so like we were talking about the DJ, this fire is essentially right above the kitchen fire, and so all these bleed into this kind of central area. There's a huge chimney in that area. Armory. Check. Now we cross over. I love my little circling lamps. And we swing over into the master bedroom. Comfy cozy. How beautiful. Again, the carpet. Love it. Cartography. This is kind of more of my stuff for now. Pretty empty because I've been doing a lot of organization lately. Gym time. Extra armors. And spoilers, my apologies, but the newest addition. Fenring armor. Man, that stuff's cool. I've been using that a lot, actually. I accidentally just put my dagger there, but that's okay. Now that, of course, like I was talking about, all these fireplaces all working together. And that's got to be the best trophy in the game. Man, I love that one. Super cool. So, we have now seen the bedroom. And we are coming to, well, while we're here, let's just put the bedroom to work, huh? Can you try the... Oh, sure, yeah, I can put that armor on. Absolutely. Yeah, it is super cool. And, yeah, I can happily do that. So let's go ahead and swap that real quick. Just for organization's sake, I'm going to put my current armor on the... screw it, it'll be alright. Thank you very much. That was DJ, all the buildings being separate. I've seen that a lot, and yeah, look at that. How cool is that? And with the black cloak, we got a real Dark Knight situation going here. That was my thing, is I wanted everything protected. I wanted everything in the walls, and realistically in my head, like if I think about a real castle, I mean, sure, the farmland would be out in the fields, but Urbane, come on. Oh. Ignore the bot. But yeah, super, super cool on the Fenring armor. I actually just, I think, got enough to make a whole nother set, so I'm probably gonna do that pretty soon. We'll just keep rocking this for a while. I like it. But yeah, so there's the bedroom. Very assassin-like indeed, absolutely, especially with my little deck. Oh, but here's the best part. Come on. Is the new weapon of the Flesh Ripper. Let's check this out. Friggin' Wolverine over here. How cool is that? Ah, amazing. So, we've got the bedroom. Super cool, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and head upstairs to our portals. We have a couple different sides of it. We might step through one or two just to kind of see where they go, but in the meantime, come on, fog. I was hoping for a prettier. Okay, well, don't mind me, everyone. I'm just going to do something. Oh, actually, looks like it might be clearing up. But this deck took a lot of work, a lot of engineering, I'll tell you that much. And finally, it stays, it's strong, it's good to go. If you weren't able to acquire a maypole, I'm hoping that pretty soon they will reintroduce them to be craftable in the upcoming future, just to provide that +1 comfort bonus. But back through the portal room, and we're going to swing over, and we will check out the lighthouse. This was tricky to make, I'll tell you. An insane amount of stone, but also just the support for this whole walkway. I almost had it without the pillars going, the thin pillars that I'm standing on top of. I almost had it all the way without them, but it wouldn't stay supported. They would often break, so I just replaced them. I'm just gonna try to. I want to clear up this fog. I don't want to make you all sit here. Look at how foggy it is. This is crazy. This must be all the smoke from the braziers. That's what it is. That's what it is. But yeah, so I was building this tower. I always just wanted to have one that I could see when I was sailing in, and it works. It's super cool. Now, if I remember right, we're just gonna do this real quick and just clear up. See if that works. Now, I want to point out, I know I just used a dev command to clear the weather. Every single piece of material, rock, stone, tar, whatever, is all legit. I got every single piece the right way. But at this point, I want to clear the weather up. So, quick little clear up, just so we can get a better view of where we're at up on the watchtower. The harbor down south, which, let's just go for it. This is, of course, where we acquire all of our metal goods. Our harbor, with our 2 long ships. We can make some coal over yonder. And our back alley. I wonder what that could lead to. So, we've seen the harbor. We've seen the rooms. We've seen nearly the entire castle. So now I want to show you a little friend of mine that we've got hanging out here. First of all, here's the Red Wolf dining area. We're going to get some more tables. We're going to get some more chairs. I've just been debating on what I want to do out here, to be honest. But I like this spot for now. But in the future, I'm going to make something else. But are y'all ready for this? Because we got a friend over here. And it was not easy to acquire. What's up, buddy? This is my serpent. We like to hang out. That was, especially playing solo, a very difficult get, I'll tell you. That was a lot of planning and a lot of difficult moments. There he is. He just married him. I think that's pretty cool. But that was tough. That was tough to get. But this is kind of my little fishing corner too, so my fishing dock. It used to be a bit more roomy, but I recently moved this wall more westerly, I guess. You might be able to catch one. You never know. I did it by myself, you know. But anyway. So I've got my little back screen to actually, yeah, we can even go take a cool look at them. Look at this guy. Hey, stop biting the wall. Come over here. Whatever. Sometimes they're just camera shy. That's okay. Okay. Well, we've seen the serpent. We've seen the castle. We've seen the harbor. We've seen almost everything. But, friends, a couple more stops are on the way. So as we venture back through the kingdom, just casually disrobing, we are going to make a quick stop. Hello, pigs. Seriously. Yeah, DJ, great point. I've wanted for so long to be able to just like toss some fish in or something. I want to be able to feed them. I want to be able to want them to like me. But I decided to make a pool a while back, and I think it's pretty nice. We got a little wade pool, shallow end, and the deep end, of course. It's a nice, secure way to level up your swim skill, that's for sure. Really, really slick. And it keeps enemies out. But now that we've had a little dip, a little refresher, we've seen the guest house, we've seen all of our lovely bees, which are ready to be harvested. All of them. I don't know why, but Well, Miss Marin, we'll have to get you in here one day and get you in the pool. I don't know why, but Remus loves. He used to go past this gate and jump in the water. So I built it a bit higher. He just can't help himself. I would always find him in there. Okay, let's put some pants on. Because as we've enjoyed the kingdom, a brief glimpse, we're just going to take a little stroll. We're going to take a little stroll out the eastern gate. Because we got some friends to see. We've seen my serpent. Phrasing. We've seen the serpent. Oh, you missed your buddies? I can put you in the cage if you want. I've got a terrarium. Anyway. East Gate. We then head on out. Now we could head to Lumber Hill, the Mountain Trail, or the Charcoal House. But either way, we must take the bridge. Now, I couldn't make a bridge that had a high enough, what's it called? You know, when a boat can sail through underneath your bridge. I couldn't do it without it looking too gaudy and just massive. So I decided I'll just build a solid rock bridge. And then if I ever need to sail eastward, I can just take my boat all the way down the river, and I'll leave my other boats in the dock. But those aren't the friends we're here to see. So we continue along. This is a current project that I'm going to be coming back to. I think we're going to make a beautiful gazebo. I think something really sweet, really nice, and just something nice little carve, yeah. Just something to kind of relax in and keep an eye on the kingdom. Look at that picture from right there, being able to look out, sun setting, gorgeous. But we continue on. Oh, of course. Okay, so we got some fighting to do real quick, so we're just going to do that while the foul smell from the swamp arrives. What's funny about this is in my kingdom, I can literally just sit inside during any raid except for the ground is shaking, and I'm pretty much fine. I just kind of sit there and let it do its thing. Yeah, right. Uh-oh. Oh, good. And so, just to touch on the new updates with this armor set and the weapon I'm using. This is... Nah, I'll fight. Sorry. Stop. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm still a purist at heart, and I try my darndest to only do my dev commands if I'm just changing the weather, you know, just trying to be a god. Yeah, but that is a good idea for sure. But now we can show off the flesh rippers, which boost your unarmed skill by 15. Which I'm not gonna lie, I've always enjoyed the my project. It's my gazebo. I've always used my unarmed very enjoyably. I think it's a lot of fun, and this gives you a really good excuse to do so. Because it boosts your unarmed attack by 15, and it just rips stuff. I love it. Really love it. Alright, we should be getting down there in time. So weird that no skeletons, just nasty blobs. Okay, 2 times 10, so I'll lose 20 more. That's okay. We'll just go ahead and clear house real quick. Yeah, a little fight to break up the tour, right? Oh, jeez. It isn't. It is annoying though how many of them will show up. I was out of range. I disagree. Have you seen my video fighting a troll unarmed in Haldor's camp? I have not, but I certainly will. Feel free to drop a link in the chat. That would be awesome. 13. Oh shoot, I might die. Huh. Crap. Didn't see that coming. Oh no, we are okay. Barely. Okay, anyway. Move on from that. So while we still got the sunlight, first of all, Eikthyr and this armor together are phenomenal. Look at this. Look at how slowly my stamina is draining. Look at that. Awesome. Even my cape can't keep up. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we have, and thank you, Miss Marin, fighting the blobs. This is Foggy Locks Ranch. A massive stable with all my wonderful locks. Now this was a massive undertaking. I initially had this place built, and it was, I don't know, like 2/3 the size of this. And I had to rebuild it because it was too tight after putting all the locks in there. And oh man, it was so much wood. So much wood, so much stone. But worth it. I'm very happy to have him here now. Yes, Miss Marin, indeed, we've got a whole bunch of locks. I believe this is, no? Where is my leader? Olga, Leana, Helga, he must be, there he is, Arnbjorn. This is my alpha locks. He's a good boy. Pretty cool. We actually started here. So I have a little plains farm where I get my barley and flax, and I had trapped this locks on this island right here. And never have I loved anything in the stream more than this, says Miss Marin, and that's phenomenal because they are very lovable. In fact, I said in fact, they love us. But we were all the way up here, and I decided to risk it. And I swam across this river, or across this bit of ocean with Arnbjorn after he was tamed. We rowed across this land, and we took this massive strait, which was terrifying, absolutely terrifying, to get him home. And we brought him all the way. I made a big fence, and then we started the process. But he's here now, and that's what matters. And as night falls, we have 2 more stops. We've seen the main meat of this meal, and just to cover it. So harvesting wood and charcoal can be a whole process. So this is the charcoal house. This is where I come. I harvest my wood from the forest that I keep replanting, put all my wood in there, burn it, and then we take it back home, cook with it, or make metal with it. And then we can sleep it off in here too. Just a nice, comfy little space. We have one more location. And then I think we'll probably set it down. But this has been a long time coming, and I appreciate everyone sitting through the tour. I know, much like listening to people's dreams or looking at pictures that you're not in, it's hard to be as interested in somebody else's build, but I really appreciate everyone kind of hanging out and keep me some company while we check all this out. We come now to Lumber Hill, where I used to acquire all of my wood and lumber in a massive clear cut. And now it's my safe haven into the woods whenever I need it. Oh, little. Well, DJ, I would imagine not a lot of locks can fit in your tavern, so that's understandable. Do not be ashamed that my stable is larger than your tavern, because it's a beast. It is a bit. Oh, okay. So it looks like I got a project. Yeah, I got to change my chimney in here a little bit, keep that smoke from going out. But as the sun sets, night falls. We will leave the lumber house. As the crow flies, we'll sprint back and take the road home. But like I was saying, you know, I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me, checking this out. It has been a lot of resource gathering and a lot of hours put into this. But well, the easy part, Miss Marin, was I was about to say, yes, I did get 2 locks and breed them. So I brought home Arnbjorn, and then I brought home. How did I get the other one? Oh, actually, the other one I think I brought from this plane. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I haven't been there in forever. I had a little house right here, and I built or I just carved a giant hole, and we, right. Tamed the locks, rode it home really easily, put it inside, and I got this adorable little baby locks. I couldn't believe it because I didn't know that was possible at the time, and I lost my mind. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. We're just gonna get home real quick so we can get some light on the subject. But I brought it home, and it actually my locks were hanging out in the farm because I didn't have anywhere else to put them, and they ended up producing a baby. And then the herd came after. So we venture back through the streets of 2 trees. You 2 actually, come with me. It's time to go inside. Come on. Shut that. Oh, Miss Marin, the chat wouldn't be the same without you. You're the best. All right. You know, I debated showing everyone this, but I've got one more surprise. Screw it. What's a castle without a treasure room, right? What's a castle without a treasure room? And what's this? More carpet? I think not. Welcome to the 2 Trees treasure room. I know everyone has their takes on the treasure room. This one's mine. There we are. I agree, Miss Marin. The sound that the wood gates make. Oh, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And this is. Oh, I can only imagine, DJ. I'm sure I'm going to appreciate most of what you have made. And I already know I'm going to be super jealous, and I'm going to be changing all of this based on the build I see there. But here's another one of the last spoiler of the night. This is the Horn of Celebration, an item made Wait, go back to the treasure room, Miss Marin says. Okay, back to the treasure room. With the Hornet Celebration was the developers made that with part of the last update as a celebration of their 1 year. And Iron Gate, if ever by some crazy chance you see this, thank you so much. You've made one of my favorite games of all time, and I sincerely appreciate what you've done, and I can't wait to see the future updates, because it's going to be awesome, because it already is. You want a closer look at it, says Miss Mary. So we got a couple of treasure chests. Got some armor, or some shields. The rarest, I'm pretty sure, trophy drop in the game of the Stone Golem trophy. And just a pile of gold. And yeah, so we got all that in there. There's the treasure haul. You know, I promised myself I was never going to show people that, but you're all too good to me. Keep coming back to these streams. I'm super grateful for that. I can't believe that it's, you know, a few of us just hanging out, having a good old time, and you sticking with me, letting me indulge my selfish idea to show off my own build. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful, and I'm just so happy to have you all here. It's super fun. It is a Stone Golem trophy, Miss Marin. It is indeed, and I'm pretty sure that is the lowest drop rate of anything. But that is where we're going to end this tour. So here we sit after an hour and a half of exploring my kingdom. I really appreciate you checking it all out. The insight was great, the input was great, and I hope that you had a good time. DJ, definitely let me know when you are wrapping up Scarabra, and we will happily explore that as well, because that's going to be super cool, and that'll be a lot of fun to jump on in there. And yeah, I think sometime I was actually thinking how with Achilles, it might be pretty cool to open that world up to all y'all that are showing up, and we can maybe, you know, make some progress in that together. It doesn't have to just be a solo thing. I've played this game for so long by myself that sometimes I forget there's a whole community out there that's gonna kick ass together, and so I think that'd be really cool in the future. But definitely let me know when Scarborough is finished. But in the meantime, we're going to wrap up here today. Thank you again, everyone. Please keep coming back. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you, and I just want to keep doing this. And yes, I want you to come in here. I want to come in there. It's just going to be awesome. I think this is beginning something really cool. So nice. Looks like Miss Marin's down to jump in too. So we could have a whole little crew of Vikings. How cool is that? I've always wanted to have a whole longboat full of Vikings. That's too cool to pass up. But for now, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so very much for everything. I think this Saturday I'm playing it by ear. There might not be a stream. We'll see. But either way, enjoy your week and stay real. We'll see you soon, everyone. Thank you.